A note purchased from the nomadic merchant Kale imparted knowledge in brief regarding a flask that still remains within the Third Church of Marika, north of the Mistwood. The once great trolls are descendants of the fierce giants, and it shows through their immense strength. These lesser giants fought for the Erd Tree during the war against the true giants long ago. Some even swore oaths of service to the royal family of Carrier in the past, becoming towering knights who fought arm in arm with their human comrades. In the current age, however, most have lost their minds.
Spoken echoes linger here, words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you. Very well. In Marika's own words, my lord, and thy warriors, I divest each of thee of thy grace. With thine eyes dimmed, ye will be driven from the lands between. Ye will wage war in a land afar, where ye will live and die. Well, perhaps that might serve you in lieu of a maiden's guidance.
Relics of the physic chemists, priests of the Erd Tree, which harnesses the powers of crystal tears, which only form after the passage of many moons. During the age of the Erd Tree, these tears were used to spread the faith and worshipped in the churches of all lands. However, this is but a faint vestige.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Hite, servant to the True Order and celebrated repudiator of the false? Oh, Erdtree, grant me succor! Ah, you've come to lend me your aid, have you? Well, that's very kind, but, No. No, the help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished. Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the True Order. You might have heard of me, Kenneth Hite. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave, young Tarnished. I would have a boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool! And plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood. What are you waiting for? Oh, I see. You wish to know the reward. Fret not. The great Kenneth Hite is known for his considerable largesse. The celebrations will be lavish indeed upon the dawn of my fort's retrieval. Yes. Now, allow me to furnish you with a little advice. I would take great care to avoid Godric's tarnished hunts were I in your shoes. That depraved lot are obsessed with sacrificing tarnished like you for the sake of grafting. Honestly, Godric's nothing more than a jumped-up country bumpkin. Lord? Oh, Don't make me laugh. First, he hid himself amongst the womenfolk to flee the capital, then hid from Radahn in that castle. Then he insulted Melania, lost to her in battle, only to lick her boots rather than die like a man. Has he no shame, the big girl's blouse? And to think, he's the blood of Godfrey, last of the golden lineage, though you almost wouldn't know it to look at him. Yeah, I almost feel sorry for the chap the more I think of it.
The demi-humans are small in stature but have violent, brutish dispositions. They scavenge the lands in groups, oftentimes led by a stronger and more menacing creature. Though they seem somewhat intelligent, when night falls, their blood boils and they become feral. This mad soldier is all that is left of a broken gladiator, wearing a large pumpkin helm through which no light shines. Though he has stifled his panic within the dark confines of his helmet, he rampages as if driven mad when agitated by bloodshed or the humming of insects. A rare piece of stone fragment found near places where ruins have fallen from the sky. It feeds and strengthens the light as it shines. A golden seed found at the base of an illusory tree. When the Elden Ring was shattered, these seeds flew from the Erd Tree, scattering across the various lands as if life itself knew that its end had come. These commoners are servants who are duty-bound to their superiors. However, there are no commoners remaining with their wits about them. The board hung from their necks depicts a sprawling tree, its roots and branches forming two holes. This is a self-imposed shackle, a voluntary display of allegiance to the Erd Tree. Giant rats plague the various mines and caves of the lands between. Swarming upon their victims, these vermin seem to multiply endlessly. A knight pledged to the demigod, Godric the Grafted, wielding a red-tinged shield, the color of which is said to mirror the primordial matter that became the Erd Tree, the color of homeward yearning. This Knight of Blood maintained a firm hold on Fort Height. The left half of a split medallion depicting the Erd Tree. Brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the Grand Lift of Dectus, connecting the Altus Plateau to Liurnia. The right half is said to reside in Fort Faroth in the Dragon Barrow, far to the east.
I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Did you manage to recapture my fort? Oh, excellent news. Just wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot. Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. I knew I was right to trust you. Now, here's your reward, as promised. Go ahead. It's all yours.
An Erdsteel dagger with a grass crest engraved upon its blade, carried by the Erd Tree royalty for self-defense. Though forged to a high standard, the weapon can be difficult to wield.
Right then, time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish communication with the demi-humans. What's that look? You don't believe me? Well, under the Erd Tree, commingling with the demi-humans is made possible. Even the vulgar shall not be left behind, under the rule of true order. Which is why I, Kenneth Haidt, next in line as the rightful ruler of Limgrave, have sworn to uphold it. Just you watch, my friend. Just you watch. Ah, yes. I've been meaning to ask. Would you like to enter my service? I see bright things in your future, stout warrior. Enter into my service and learn the workings of the Erd Tree's true order. And who knows? Perhaps sometime down the line, the grace of gold will return to those tarnished eyes of yours. What say you? A fine accord, is it not? Very well indeed. I knew I saw something in you. I shall await you at my fort. We shall hold a ceremony for your knighting there, I think. I see great things ahead of us. We are truly by the Erd Tree blessed. Ah, you, is it? I suppose you must have seen it by now, yes. The sorry state of my fort? Oh, indeed, it is a foul fate for a land to be without a ruler. One must be found, with haste, and not that awful Godric. I'm sorry to have lifted your hopes, but I haven't the authority to raise you to knighthood as things stand. The great Kenneth Haidt issues his sincerest apology. But now, I must begin my search post-haste for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave.